Hello and welcome back. I'm your friendly neighborhood technician. Today we're going to be removing the rear seats, and we got to do that first before we remove the side panel here, because removing the rear seats is a precursor for removing the side panel. So this is step one, that's the next step. So we'll remove these rear seats, and then we're going to remove that side panel right there, and then I'll show you how to do that. So let's get to it. Okay, so step one is move the front seats as far forward as possible. As you can see, they're pretty far forward. So next we got to remove the bottom cushion right here, and you have to push a button. Now you can't see that button, you have to feel for it, and you have to push really hard because it's behind this area right here. So and what that's going to do is going to release the seat cushion here, and we're going to have to push the one on that side as well. So if you push right about here, it's in there somewhere. You have to push really hard. You can kind of, do you hear that? Do that, and then lift up. Let's see if I can get in here for you. You push really hard, and then lift up, and you're releasing it from that locking tab right there. And you can feel it right here is where it's supposed to go. So let's do it on the other side. That's it. Now you can remove the rear seat. Okay, now that we have the cushion removed, we're going to work on getting the seat back removed. So there are several different versions of the seat back. It's going to be different if you have a convertible, because the seat back does have the headrests that go through it, I believe. And in that case, you're going to need to get the headrest all the way down in the lowered position, because on the convertible, the headrests pop up in case of emergency or rollover. And if those things are stuck all the way up, you're not going to be able to remove the rear seat. Well, actually, you might be able to remove it if the convertible top still works, and you can lower the convertible top, which I don't think it will, because if the seat headrests are all the way up, it's going to prevent the convertible top from functioning properly, because they're going to be so far up. The top hinge point of the convertible top is going to hit those. So you got to make sure that on the convertible that your top works and that the headrests are in the lowered position. Now, if they're stuck in the up position, they are lowerable, but you need the tool for that, and you need to know how to do it. I don't have a convertible here to show you. And once that Phillips is removed, now it's going to give us access to this 10mm bolt right here. So now we can push this in right here and get this 10mm in. We're going to need to push do the 10mm on the other side also. All right, so now we get to remove these side pieces right here, which is separate from the back. It's the side piece, that side piece over there too. But now that we just unbolted it, we can lift and pull out the side piece, which may or may not be easier if we actually loosen the back. Okay, so now we need to remove this side piece. Now, there is a hook about halfway down that hooks underneath the side trim panel here. So you're gonna need to work that out, and then this is gonna lift up and out kind of this way. So once you get the side piece removed, then it kind of just lifts up and out. And then you gotta work the bottom part around. You can see that hook right there, hooks inside this plastic piece. Okay, next we have to remove this panel right here. It goes all the way across. Not this back piece, but this front piece. There's a 13 there, there's a 13 there, and then there's Phillips in each one of these little holes right there. This one's missing 2 of them, so there's only a Phillips right there in the middle, so let's get to doing that. All right, next, don't mind the little snacks or whatever remnants of that is. There's a 13mm nut you can see right here, right there. We're gonna have to remove that. And then once we get the seat folded back down, that exposed another 13mm nut that we also have to remove. Okay, you can see that other 13mm nut right there. Next, we have some 10mm bolts. You can see them right there. Also, on the passenger side, you can see 2 more 10mm bolts right there. We have to remove that. Once we get those out, then we can remove the cushion, the backrest. And then we can remove it one side at a time. This side will come out, this side will come out. And that's how you remove the rear seat, bottom cushion, and backrest. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Hopefully these are becoming of use to you, so you can remove the interior of your CLK of this body style here, 209. 208, 209, I never get them. I can never keep them straight. So either way, they're both CLKs, just one's a little bit newer. So thank you for watching. Make sure you give me that thumbs up. Make sure you hit subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification icon so you get notifications when I post a new video. And also, if you can, go take a look at my Patreon, and if you're able to, please subscribe to that. It'll help me keep making these videos for you guys, which I enjoy doing. It gives me something to do. So thank you for watching. See you next time.